Guns, drugs, and fireworks. It sounds like an awesome Tuesday night. Sometimes it's not great when you're cleaning out a house. We're going to go over the most common hazards that you'll find in one of these homes. It's very common for us to find firearms. We find everything from pistols to rocket launchers to grenades. Make sure you never pick up the gun. Assume that it's loaded. I want you to contact a local firearm specialist to help you dispose of it. There's an old saying in extreme cleaning, if it looks like apple juice, it's probably not. You're going to find some urine in these houses. If it's just a little bit like this, pour it down the toilet and flush it, but if it's much more than that, you've got to call a specialist to move it. Make sure you know what you're doing. Call for help if it's more than you can handle. For other medical waste like adult diapers, colostomy bags, and bloody bandages, call the local health department. Understand what your options are for disposal, because most of these items cannot be thrown away at the city dump. Unfortunately, it's fairly common to find a deceased animal in the house. Whether you find a possum in the attic or a squirrel in the fireplace, or you find your favorite cat in the backyard, there are new rules in most localities to dispose of these animals properly. Most of the time, you're going to have to go to a pet cremation center versus burying your old cat in the backyard. Another common item we need to worry about is prescription medications. Leftover prescriptions have become a very big issue for us, specifically narcotics and controlled substances. These are not donatable, they do expire, and you cannot throw them in the trash. Check with your local pharmacy, local fire and police, or the DEA website to create the proper disposal program. I would recommend not giving them to your cousin, and he says he'll take care of them. Another common item we find is needles. They need to go in the sharps container. Needles, syringes, lancet, they need to go in here. If you put them in the trash bag, they can actually poke through and harm someone that's picking up all the trash. And you need to find a local drop-off at a hospital or doctor's office. Make sure you contact them to find out where they can go. If you are cleaning up a house that has lots of hypodermic needles, make sure you actually have needle-safe gloves that do exist. They're about $100, but totally worth the cost. A lot of the older generation used really dangerous chemicals for cleaning and pest control. Be careful when you find these items. They're usually in the garage or the basement, and they're a powder or a liquid substance that's really not marked. Assume that they are dangerous. Look for the old green yuck sticker that lets you know it's from the 80s. Please check with your local health department. They'll tell you how to properly dispose of these. Most cities do have a special place at the dump that you can take them. Believe it or not, oil-based paints are considered hazardous waste, but most cities will allow you to dry it before you dispose of it. You can either get a special product at a hardware store or use a 1-to-1 ratio of cat litter to stir it up and dry it up. If you've got more than a half gallon of paint, please consider donating to Habitat for Humanity. They can always use your donations. Stashes of old fireworks might be exciting, but let me assure you, they are a fire hazard. Please resist the urge of putting on a big show for your neighbors. Soak them in water for a while and then throw them away. It's the only way to get rid of these bad boys. You guys want to go outside and blow these off? When it comes to any clean out, it's always best to play it safe. Even the cleanest of houses can be a minefield of hazards. If you come across something dangerous, please call an expert. That's it for now. If you want more pro cleaning tips, check out our website at legacynavigator.com.